What's going on, guys? Welcome to a Baldur's Gate video. This is Boss Sniper Pivetto. So we're going to take on the battle with Auntie Ethel in the Overgrown Tunnel, and we're specifically trying to save Mayrina as part of the mission objectives. So there's a couple of things about this fight. First, you're going to want one of your mages to have create water. That's going to put out the fire in the cage which Mayrina's held in. You're also going to want someone to have magic missile, which is going to be extremely important. Now, my main character has some stealth, and to show you what happens if you decide to try to hide and just go around and press the button to release Mayrina. So we've got the red markers which show the areas which are being currently observed, and it looks like you're just going to be able to sneak around the side and press the button. However, I don't think this is possible. It might be, if you use a potion of invisibility, you might be able to do it, but you definitely can't sneak around here because there is no red marker on the floor. However, Auntie Ethel is standing really close to the button and caught me like that, and that happened every time I did it. So now she's set fire to the basket, and she's also created various versions of herself. So this is where your magic missile is going to come in helpful, and I'm going to use level 2, so it's got 4 projectiles, and the idea is positioning yourself so that you can hit as many versions of Auntie Ethel as you can with one missile. So now, I'd split my party, and that was part of my original attempt to get around in stealth. So what you've got to do is you've got to go back to the other party members who were just waiting at the side, bring them into the action now. So first things first, before they joined the battle, I had create water on Shadowheart. So just change to her and use the spell out of combat. It's good because it doesn't actually take up a turn, and put the create water spell on the gnarled cage, and that is going to remove some of the urgency of this battle. If you just allow it to carry on burning, you've only got, I think it's 4 turns to save Mayrina before she just falls into the abyss and dies. So then walk around to join the battle. It's actually my main character's turn, so we jump to her, and now we're just going to do some damage to Auntie Ethel, which is going to prompt the next phase of the fight. When it's her turn again, she's going to create duplicates of Mayrina to try and confuse you. So really, really important at this phase that you do not use Cloud of Daggers on Auntie Ethel. On one of my failed attempts, we put Cloud of Daggers on Auntie Ethel, and she created a version of Mayrina, and that version was the one who was standing underneath the Cloud of Daggers, and that killed Mayrina, and she's unrevivable. So just using normal attacks, nothing which does area of effect damage. Now, when you click on both versions of Mayrina to examine them, one of them is going to be wet. That's from the water that you cast on the gnarled cage. The other one will not be. So this one closest to me here is wet, and the one standing down by the little kind of jetty thing is the real Auntie Ethel. So moving to a position where you can hit Auntie Ethel is the next priority. So just about getting some damage on her. When it's her next turn, she's going to go into a different phase. So just moving your characters as close as you can to her. I quite like to conjure a spiritual weapon at this point. A couple of reasons. One, it can draw some fire from the main boss, and the second one is it's going to keep making Ethel run away. And what you'll see is she's going to back herself into a corner, which is quite useful. Now, she's deliberately placed herself in this arena where she can't be hit, so I'm just moving some other characters around now, just trying to get them involved in the fight, and she's just going to keep on trying to stay away. It's worth having some of your team close to your character who's got the magic missile. That's my main character. Ethel's going to keep on targeting the squishy one, which is of course my mage. So having someone available just to come and sort of help revive her and pick her back up again. I'm going to use Will for that because he doesn't have too many projectiles at this point. I'm going to keep using Shadowheart to try and get some long range hits. nature of this arena is really frustrating, and it is quite difficult to hit from range, and particularly with Ethel's ability to dodge a lot of attacks. It can just be a bit frustrating. However, significantly overmatched in terms of the team, so it's just a case of being patient, keep reviving your main character, and just keep working with the mechanics. So for some reason my main character got a bit trapped, just needed to jump out of there so that she didn't incur additional fire damage. Now the spirit weapon just needs to keep on applying the pressure to Ethel, just keep on moving after her. Not quite sure what Vicious Mockery does. Now Ethel's backed herself into a corner, so she's getting into a difficult situation now. Any range damage that we can do to her at this point is helpful, but just remember to save some magic missiles. I've got 3 spell slots, so I'm okay. She's going to do that routine again where she duplicates herself, so we need to save at least 1 magic missile for that. However, because I've got 3, there's no difficulty. And the great thing about magic missile is they're undodgeable, so it's done a pretty decent chunk of health off her. Now, finally, Shadowheart can actually hit her. So, again, just moving around, just keeping up the pressure on her, just trying to back her into a corner where everyone can hit her is helpful. So where we played Karlach, she's going to be able to get a shot off with her ranged weapon as well. Hopefully this one will connect. And yet another miss. So Will's got Cloud of Daggers. That's not going to miss, so we're going to use that now. She's not going to summon another Mayrina, so there's no danger of killing Mayrina with the Cloud of Daggers this time. So that's quite helpful. Spirit weapon again, just putting some pressure on. And this is going to prompt Ethel to go into another situation where she's duplicated herself. So, same as before, use magic missiles and projectiles just to try and take out as many of these as you can. The position of this character and the spread meant I was only able to hit 2 of them this time, even though I did try and move. So 2's better than nothing, and 4 of the fake Auntie Ethels are gonna go down. So we're going to get 2 of them on this attack, because it's a 100% hit rate. So that's half the problem dealt with, and it's just a case of 2 other characters who are capable of range attacks, just using 1 each for the other 2 remaining fakes, and that's going to reveal Ethel from where she's gone invisible. So the only one we can see at the moment is this additional fake, and it's just a case of getting into position now and taking out the other one. That's going to make Ethel reveal herself, and the fight is nearly over. So because it's not the real Ethel, Karlach's arrow has actually managed to hit that one. So Ethel's now revealed herself. She was quite close to where she was before. I think if you leave it longer, I think there's more chance of her moving. Now, Cloud of Daggers, again, I absolutely love this particular attack. And because there's no danger of hurting Mayrina, you're free to use it at this point. So that's really helpful on Will. And here comes the spirit weapon. It's been slowly chugging around the arena, and it's finally taken her out. So hope that was helpful, guys. We've saved Mayrina. If you go through the door behind where that little jetty was, there is a very interesting item, something about a divorce, and it allows you to play through the rest of the Mayrina quest. Hope that was helpful. Please leave a like and a comment. Thank you.